What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Curtis, and today we're out here at Off-Road Warehouse. Shout out to these guys for getting me here on a Saturday to mountain balance some 37-inch tires. We gonna send it on the 37s. I saw Relentless Fabrication already got 37s on their ZR2, and they kind of figured out how to get them to properly fit and off-road. So we're gonna do the same thing because 37 is just way cooler. So stick around. We're gonna get these mountain balance, and then I'll talk to you guys about like MPG, how she drives, and if my steering rack's gonna blow up. So it's MT's on it. I'm selling it to a buddy for like 300 bucks. Pretty easy. Oh, that's gonna look nice. We're the whole way. These things look fucking mad. All right, everybody. Brandon hooked it up. He got the wheels and tires mounted in balance, and they're looking sick. But first here, let's check out the comparison between the 35s and the 37s. You can definitely tell 37s are a lot taller, way taller. But if you look onto it from side by side, the 35s actually look wider. They are like deflated, no rim, but 37s definitely look a little bit skinnier, which will definitely help me out in the long run. Our first impressions here. We're definitely gonna rub, but we gotta go home and cut it up a little bit. What do you think, Brandon?
Looks sick.
Yeah, it looks sick. Sell the Tacoma for Colorado?
Never. I don't have over-the-air updates that kill my batteries.
I never update, that's the key. I never hit that update button. I turn that shit off.
I don't have to. My Tacoma doesn't need updates. It's perfect from the factory.
Oh, yeah.
Third gen.
You're right. Third gen. You know. Dude, 37s. Should have done a long time ago.
Proper.
Dude, it looked fucking proper, dude. Oh, here we go. Oh, dude. She gonna rub, but
Maybe not too bad.
not too bad. We should be good. All right, everybody, it's been about a good 3 or 4 weeks since I've been running 37s on the ZR2, and let's hop up in the truck, and I'll talk to you guys about like my miles per gallon, my transmission, and everything like that, and then I'll show you guys the damage. But I also do have some good news. The Deviate bumpers have been released on their website, and today is actually the last day that you guys can use the 15% off discount. DTL 15 will get you 15% off the front and the rear bumpers, and that is only for today. So it was all week until Sunday, end of the day. So end of the day today, it's your last opportunity to get 15% off of the new Deviate tubes style bumpers. And then after that, you can use my normal code DOWNTIMELOST in full caps to get 10% off. But if you want that extra 5%, make sure to do it right now, especially before they sell out. Because last time the Spec Series, the Z71 bumpers, or lower trim bumpers, they actually sold out pretty dang fast. So make sure to hop on that when you get the chance. But other than that, let's hop up in the truck, and I'll talk to you guys about a little bit the MPGs and transmission and all that stuff like that, and then show you guys the damage. So let's hop up in there real quick. All right, so we are hopped up in the truck right now. turn the volume down here. I have to say 37s is a little bit bigger of a hop to get up into the truck, but let's go to my vehicle settings and talk about the miles per gallon. So I'm not really sure. I think it was I started this out when I first got them. I think it was 14, I believe, for trip 2 was 14 miles per gallon, and now it is at 12.8. So that's a lot of like off-roading, freeway, street, kind of combined with everything. It is a 12.8, which is not very good. And then when you come over here, it says my average is 13.2, so best is 16.4. So it's not great, but it's not as horrible as I thought it'd be. At least it's still, at least it's not like 10 or like fucking 9 or something. 13, but especially with gas prices right now, I feel like I'm probably the only dumb motherfucker who would get 37s when gas is like really expensive. That's some shit that I would do, and just a big ding dong move right there. But 12.8 miles per gallon, not bad, I would have to say. So yeah, 12.8, it's not super good. And then I'll show you guys one problem that happened actually, that I'm dealing with right now. Hold on, listen to this. Ooh, I don't know if you guys hear that, but yeah, so I'll show you guys what that is actually. So 37s don't fit, of course. I've done a little bit of trimming, but not as much as I need, but I kind of got a little estimate of where I need to trim for 37s, because yeah, that whole fender is actually like bent all the way back. And then if you come over here, if you guys hear this, yeah, so the fender is bent down into the actual door. You can see right there, it hits. So yeah, we need to fix that. So fixing that, we rub. So it's kind of weird. I don't know what I did, but this was actually before the United by Bronco trip. So before I left, I realized one side of the truck is leaning over, was leaning to the passenger side a little bit more. I got it aligned, got everything, and it's still leaning. And the coilover is cranked up in the same exact spot on both sides. And yeah, she's still leaning to the passenger side, which means I rub a lot more on the passenger side, which kind of sucks. At full crank, driver side does not rub with my trimming, but of course off-roading, yes. Flex, yes, it does. But driving, no. Passenger side rubs all the time, so I need to do something about that. But you'll see next week. We did the Gold Mountain trip, and Gold Mountain up in Big Bear, California, and that was the first off-roading with 37s, and did amazing. Didn't rip a fender flare off. Everything was all good. Had a fun time out there with everybody who showed up. Was sick. That's next week's video. But come over here and I'll show you guys what happened yesterday. I was actually filming an Ice Coke commercial with a buddy of mine, and this happened. I decided to take the hard line, and as you can tell on my thumbnail, that yeah, so yeah, fender ripped off. I knew this was going to happen probably. It was very high chance because this happened on my Z71 also. Not with a fender flare, but that. Yeah, so we definitely need to trim. I need to do the trim line that's like this, that Relentless Fabrications did on their ZR2, and then kind of just run the top clips and cut the actual fender flare in half. So using a body line here to fit the 37s will do good. But yeah, so yeah, kind of knew that this was going to happen, and I have negative 12 offset, which doesn't really help. If I had a 0 offset or a plus offset, it would probably not be as bad, but I knew this was gonna happen. It was bound to happen. 37s, you know. But transmission. So for the transmission and steering rack and everything like that, I would have to say with 37s, 4 high sucks. It doesn't really want to climb in 4 high with anything just because of the extra weight and the rotational force, I guess it has to take to spin those 37s. But everything's in 4 low now because 4 high, the power is just not there to kind of get those things going unless you want to crank it. Like, you can, but if you want to be smooth, 4 low, first gear, climbing things, 37s. Actually, I kind of love them. I kind of love the 37s. I think they look nice, and I think I'm going to keep them. But transmission. So when I first got it, 37s on there, the transmission, you could tell it really didn't like the 37s. Really couldn't find the right gear on the freeway and on the street. But now that I've driven with the 37s for a good, I don't know how many miles, like 3,000 miles I think it is. I don't really notice, but I'm pretty sure it's probably not as good. The transmission is not in the right gear most of the time. But I think 37s look sick. The Kendas especially, like, I'm rubbing like crazy, fucking rubbing on the screws, the front bumper a little bit on the tippy ends. Pretty much rubbing everywhere, and the tires have not chunked, which I don't have the Firestones on the Bronco anymore, but yeah, like the MTs, every MT I had, if I rub a little bit, it just kind of chunks the tires and it kind of looks like shit. So I love these 37s. Shout out to Kenda for sending me out these 37s, and I'm a Kenda guy from now on, dude. Kendas, the guys are sweet, the tires are sweet. They ride so quiet on the street, so quiet. They grip up on everything. Love them. They air down, the airing down characteristics. Yeah, I think that's the word. Characteristics. They air down really nicely, and they wrap around rocks and flex on rocks so good. Gonna keep the Kendas on. Kenda guy from now on. Love them. Again, shout out to Kenda. And if you're in the market for tires, get the Kenda ones. The best price, best performance that you're gonna have, pretty much. One thing I did not talk about is I have the new bull bar with the lights on it, and that comes with the bumper, or I think it might come separately, the bull bar action, but the lights, you can also use my code with all the lights and everything. So I kind of dig this whole sequence, and yes, it does block the front camera, but if you have a different type of light situation, maybe a little bit smaller light, or a little bit different light, it might not block the camera. Actually, let me show you guys that. Let me hop up in the truck and I'll show you guys the. Okay, so, all right, guys. So if you guys see here, I'm covering up my house number right here. So, all right, guys. So right here, you can kind of tell that you can still see out this little area when you're going up hills and shit. But yeah, if you had a little bit smaller light, I'm sure you'd be okay and you'd be able to see what's going on. But that's the price you pay with these lights and with the bull bar in the front like that. And yeah, I actually like it. I don't have a big problem with them kind of in the way, but you can also take the bull bar off too. So if you don't want to run the bull bar, you can also take it off and not run it. But I think it looks pretty sick. I dig it. So recap, I still run 37s. You just got to trim a lot, and I'm going to be doing like a trim series of like what I really need to do to properly fit 37s. And like I said, like when you're crawling things 4 low, just going 4 low. Just don't even try in 4 high. But like power wise on the street, from 35s to 37s, can't really tell that much difference. And these are a little bit skinnier than my 35 1250s, like I showed you guys in the beginning of this video. The weight difference, you can't really tell that much. But yeah, that's about it for this week's video. Make sure to stay tuned for next week and check out. It's going to be a sweet trail ride at Gold Mountain Trail up in Big Bear with the Deviate dudes and everybody who showed up. It was sick time. But I'm gonna be working on this thing right here. I'm gonna be working on my Corvette today. Easter. So happy Easter, guys. I love you guys. Peace out. Bye.